Welcome back to Live Your Dream, It's About You. And I'm so excited having our next guests, Brian Poth and Nick Vargas with The Source. And I'm so glad you guys are here. Actually, Brian was here on my very first show. And I'm just so excited because of the development of the show and, more importantly, the development of their organization. And so, without further ado, I'm just going to have Nick and Brian just go with it and tell us what's going on and everything else.
Great. Well, thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
Excited
thank
to
you.
be here. I'm Nick Vargas. I am the current treasurer of The Source. And since you had that first show with Brian, we've done a lot. We had our grand opening, which over almost 400 people came to.
Wow.
Well received. Such a blessing of that day. So we had the grand opening. We've had a brunch as a fundraiser. We've had our first couple of weeks of open office hours, which people have been coming in, been utilizing the space. It's just been so busy in the last, since Brian was on here. What else have we done?
Yeah, I think Nick's right. I mean, we've been very busy. When we talked last, I think we had just found a space. We were still in our first fundraising campaign, and if you'd like to donate, you can still do that through thesourcelgbt.org. But we were sort of this idea of something, and now we're actually in our space. We've had a couple groups already. We've hosted Trans Emotion, which is a nonprofit here in Fresno. They had a group in Visalia a couple weeks ago. They were our first outside group. So if you have an organization that would like to host a group or something in Visalia, please come to us. That's what our space is for. As long as you're LGBT friendly. But we're open. We're a community organization that wants to outreach to other community organizations. And so we had a brunch yesterday, which sold out. You were there. Thank you for coming.
It was so exciting. I mean, just the whole turnout. I was like, and I ran into people from different walks of life and, straight, everybody, just a variety of people. It was great. So I was so excited. Anyway, go ahead.
No, and it was great. It's so nice to see it, it was so nice to see it sell out. It was our first brunch, and we plan to do one again in June. So our next brunch will be at the Lunchbox. Our first one was at Tazaria yesterday. So every month we'll be in a new location, and that again is another way to work with our community, inspire people to come out in support of LGBT issues. And so our next brunch will be Lunchbox, June 26th. But before then, we'll be participating in Fresno Gay Pride, which is June 4th. We'll be walking in the parade and having a booth for information and passing out T-shirts if they're printed in time. And then on June 18th, the Saturday before Father's Day, we will have the Source's first Pride Plus picnic in the park at Plaza Park in Visalia. It'll be from 11 to 1 p.m. and it's a free event if you want to come out and support us and have some burgers and some hot dogs and just some good fun. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
And I think when you were here last time, I don't think you even had a location at that point. So this is so exciting. You have a place, and maybe if you could give everybody, one of you guys could give the address, and so people know where to find you.
Sure. I was gonna say Nick.
I know the address. It's 208 West Main Street. It's in downtown Visalia. It's in Montgomery Square building. People know it by Tazaria is in that building. What you do is you go into the building, go downstairs, all the way back. You will see the Source sign. We're there Tuesday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and then on Saturdays from noon to 3 p.m. Those are our open hours. Outside those hours, again, we host groups and have meetings there.
And I think I had shared last time, my sister is a therapist with Turning Point, and she's definitely very interested in, in getting involved or finding out for how it can, benefit her clients. And she has a variety of clients that would really benefit from it.
Right. And since we talked, I mean, we've had so many therapists reach out to us because of either they want to work with LGBT clients or they have clients that need services that like groups or social networking events that we can offer. We also, we have within the first week, that opening week, we have 40 plus volunteer applications put in. So
Wow.
the community is really behind us, and I think our first week we helped 16 clients that week to services that they can use. So we're already feeling like that it's really working out. And we're really grateful for all the support that we've gotten from everyone in the community. And like you said, Turning Point's reached out to us. We're partnering with many organizations like ACT for Women and Girls. We're looking at Turning Point 2. We're also talking to mental health services. And we also have our own addiction recovery specialist at the Source, and a clinical advisor, Bev Anderson, who's working with many therapists in the area to get them up to speed and get the training that they need to be able to not only want to provide services to, especially transgender people, but to be able to really be knowledgeable and sensitive and be experts in the field instead of just the desire, but actually really training people to get up to speed.
You know, that makes a lot of sense too. It's just kind of like, it kind of segues into what Angel was talking about, kind of like really getting into what people need, you know, and understanding and not trying to, you know, assume or put people in boxes, you know, just find out listening to them, find out what they need. And because you're right, the passion is great, but you have to take it to the next step of practicality of what do you need? How can I help you? And I just think it just gives me goosebumps. I mean, it's just so exciting what you guys are doing. I'm just so honored. It was so great being part of that fundraiser and seeing people, you know, because as you know, I have an attorney background as well, and so seeing people I haven't seen in years, and they're there, and it's just, from all the way across the board, it was just amazing, the synergistic effect. Like my one friend said, you know, divine choreography. You know, it's just all coming together. It's just, and you guys are just wonderful. You're great leaders, and it's just perfect.
And like you said, you don't really know what people need until they ask. And
Exactly.
so what we're learning to do as an organization and as people is really listen to people and sort of try to fill in the blanks where they need help. And so this last week we had a young woman come in, and she needed help with food, and she needed help with transportation. And you know, I can't as an organization yet provide that, but I have access to services that already exist. Like Bethlehem Center, who they give boxes of food to people who are homeless or in need of food, and also was able to just provide this person with a bus pass for the day, you know, so that she could go get what she needed, because it's really about empowering a person to be able to take care of themselves so that they can take care of their community.
Oh yeah, and it's a win-win all the way around. It really is. You help somebody else, and it comes back in turn, and then also they could be a better asset to the community. I mean, it's a win-win. It really, I don't know, I'm just, I just can't say enough. It just is so wonderful. It really is. And I could just see how moved you are. And I mean, I'm really moved too, but it's just it's just such a great thing. And it's just especially the synergistic effect of just getting on just different guests that come on. Because as you know, like I said, the whole premise, the way the whole show came about, it's just the way it evolved. And I'm not going to go into the details of that. But basically, it's just wanting to support people and organizations and just spreading love and light. That's what it's about, you know, and that's what you guys are doing. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. And so I'm just so excited to be able to be a part of this, to help you promote, to support. I mean, I want to get involved as much as I can as well. And I love the fact that, you know, it's everybody. You don't have to be, you know, gay or transgender or whatever. Anybody, you know, I'm straight. It doesn't matter. You know, it's great. I just love you guys.
You're the plus in the LGBT plus.
I like that.
The plus for us is support. You know, anyone who wants to support us in any way they can. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, and like you coming to the brunch, that's a way to support us.
Right.
You know, we're going to have Pride in the Park. Everybody's welcome. It's a free event. That's a way to support us. Liking our Facebook page.
Yes.
That's a great way to support us.
Donations, right?
Yeah, of course, obviously donations. Donations. It's an amazing way to support us. But really
buying coffee.
At Tazaria. It's really good coffee.
Tell everybody about that special blend that they made for you guys.
It's called the Rainbow Blend.
Oh,
to
how
support the
perfect.
Source. It's its own customized blend of coffee.
And it's great. I had it yesterday.
And it's great. It's smooth, and what they did is they added
strong.
a little bit of, what makes it strong is they blended some white coffee in there.
Wow.
And the lighter the roast of a coffee, the more
caffeine it has.
That's
so
true.
it packs a little bit of punch, but that's good. We need
We
that
need
to
punch.
We need some punch. And that's another way to support us. Again, to your point about it being a community effort and everybody being welcome, on our opening day, we had older people, we had younger people, we had some kids that using the living room in the background, having a great discussion.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, and I got to just listen to them, and that made me feel really good. And then I also got to talk to some of our elders and see how they were excited about the space. And then my parents were there, and just people walking by the street, you know, coming for the First Friday Art Show, they came by, and it was really heartwarming to see that this thought that existed, that this thought had materialized in such a short time.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's a community, you've created a community space.
Right.
So.
It's just so incredible.
And in fact, we've had to start renting an extra space already for some of our groups because we didn't know what to expect. And what's interesting is that we're overflowing, you know,
And that's
with
great.
support and with people who really want to come and join in the conversation and get you know, a lot of the groups already are already looking for how they can serve the community. So it's kind of built this idea of you know, we're not just a self-serving organization. We want to serve our clients, but we also want to outreach to other orgs and help them so that we're a beneficial presence in our community. We're not just a part of a larger community, but we're actually serving the whole.
Oh, definitely. I would never call you guys self-serving. You guys are just definitely not. That would not be an adjective.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, definitely not. So if people wanted to get a hold of you guys or the organization or whatever, what should they, I mean, I know you said the address. Maybe tell the address again or the website or whatever you want to say.
TheSourceLGBT.org. Like us on Facebook or give us a call at 559-429-4277.
Okay, so are there any closing remarks? I want to make sure I give my other guest enough time. So any closing remarks you have before we close? Or
Just thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
well, you're so welcome. And like I said, I'm honored that you guys are here, and it's great to be able to promote this. And so you guys check it out, donate, get involved with the, you know, volunteers. I'm sure you don't turn down volunteers, right?
No.
So, okay, we're going to go to a commercial break, and thank you so much.